Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Neha Mistry from JHB Sardar Primary English School. Today we will be discussing chapter number 2 of Standard 6 subject Maths, which is whole numbers. What will you be able to learn from this video? The topics I will be covering here are: first, natural numbers; second, whole numbers; and third, predecessor and successor. Natural numbers. What are natural numbers? Can you see the picture given here? This is a picture of two hands. Everybody has two hands with some amount of fingers on it. If you show this picture to a small child who has just started going to school, how will this child start counting these fingers? From the left hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like the child is doing in the right hand side picture. So can I say that natural numbers are those which comes to me naturally? And naturally I always start counting from the number 1. So I can say that natural numbers are the numbers which start from the number 1 and reach up to infinity. There is no end of natural numbers. Numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 1000 till infinity comes in the group of natural numbers. The first or the smallest natural number is the number 1. There is no last natural number, and natural numbers are denoted by the letter capital N. Secondly, what are whole numbers? Let us just simply first think what were natural numbers. Numbers starting from 1 reaching up to infinity. Now we go to whole numbers. Here when I see the word whole, what do I think? I think a hole. Basically a hole in my Polo chocolate. If I see a Polo chocolate, what is the number which I see in the chocolate? Kind of a hole. A single digit number? Yes, the number is number 0. So my whole numbers are the numbers which are positive and start from the number 0 and end up to infinity. The first or the smallest whole number is the number 0. There is no last whole number. Whole numbers are denoted by the letter W. So what did we learn? We learned natural numbers start from the number 1, reach up to infinity. And whole numbers start from the number 0 and reach up to infinity. So is there a relationship between whole numbers and natural numbers? Let us see. Now we know that natural numbers n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 up till infinity. And whole numbers w start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to infinity. Now let me derive a relationship between both of them. Can I say that my all natural numbers are whole numbers? Let me check. Does 1 come in whole numbers? Yes, it does. Does 2 come? Yes, it does. Does the numbers between 1 and infinity all comes in whole numbers category? Yes, they all do. Now, I can say easily that natural numbers are all whole numbers. Now, let us see the reverse. Does all the whole numbers come in the category of natural numbers? Let me see. The first number which I see in whole numbers category is the number 0. Is 0 included in the set of natural numbers? No. But is 1 to infinity included? Yes, it is. So here I can say that whole numbers can be written as 0 and all other natural numbers. I can also say that all my natural numbers are my whole numbers, but all my whole numbers are not natural numbers because, yes, 0 is a whole number which is not a natural number. If we denote whole number as a purple or a blue color circle and natural numbers as a red color square. So if I take a relation, I can say that my whole number blue circle has my natural number red square inside it, because yes, all my natural numbers are also included in the whole numbers. Now that we have learned the relationship between whole numbers and natural numbers, let us see the concept of a predecessor and a successor. What is a predecessor? When I see this word predecessor, I see that it starts with the letter P, and I can remember it as the Hindi word piche. Piche means before. Thus we can say that the number that comes before ya piche of the given number, it is called as its predecessor. Now, how do I find a predecessor of a number? I can simply find the predecessor of a given number by subtracting 1 from the given number. So if I subtract 1 from the number 5, the number given to me is 5, and if I subtract 1 from it, what will I get? I will get 4. So I can say that 4 is the predecessor of the number 5. If I have a larger number like 99978, to find its predecessor, I will have to subtract 1 from it, and I get 99977. So I can say that 99977 is the predecessor of 99978. Let us look at the successor. Successor is the opposite of predecessor. Means successor is a number which comes after the given number. As in your father, the successor of your father is you. And who was the predecessor of your father? Your grandfather. Correct? So, what is a successor? Successor can also be remembered as the word success. What can we do to achieve success in our exams and in our life? We have to move ahead. Correct? So, successor is the number which comes immediately after the given number. And to find the successor, we can add 1 to the given number. If my given number is 5, to find the successor of the given number 5, I need to add 1, which gives me the answer 6. So I can say that 6 is the successor of my number 5. A larger number like 99978, if I need to find its successor, I will add 1 to it and I will get 99979. Graphically or pictorially, I can say that my orange circle shows me a given number, and my predecessor will always be 1 less than my given number. So it is coming, the predecessor is coming below the given number, and when I add 1, the arrow goes up and I get my successor. So I can say that my predecessor is lesser than the given number and my successor is greater than the given number. So amongst the three, the predecessor is the smallest number and the successor is the largest number. Here, if we take some examples, we can easily see that the smallest whole number is the number 0 and the smallest natural number is the number 1. Here what we will do is, we will try to find the successor and the predecessor of both these numbers. For this, I request the students to grab a book and a pen and record the observations by just hearing the audio. If I see the smallest whole number 0, and I need to find the predecessor of that smallest whole number 0, I will have to minus 1 into it. If I do minus 1 from 0, I will not get an answer. So I can say that smallest whole number 0 does not have a predecessor. Same with the smallest natural number 1. If I subtract 1 from 1 to find its predecessor, I will get 0. Is 0 a natural number? No. So I can again say that the smallest natural number 1 also does not have a predecessor. Now, the successor. Yes, all whole numbers and all natural numbers have successors because all these numbers reach up to infinity. So every number will always have a successor, but it is not sure that every number will have a predecessor. If we take the example of the number 1, number 1 also comes in the category of whole numbers and also comes in the category of natural numbers. If I consider 1 as a whole number, will it have a predecessor? Yes, it will, because when I subtract 1 from 1, I get the answer 0. Is 0 a whole number? Yes, it is. So I can say that the whole number 1 has a predecessor 0, but a natural number 1 will not have a predecessor because 1 minus 1 is 0 and 0 is not a natural number. As in the same example, I can say the whole number 1 and the natural number 1 both will have a successor, and we can always say that whole numbers and natural numbers will always have a successor. This comes to the end of the video, part 1 of this video. And what did we learn in this video? We learned about natural numbers, we learned about whole numbers, we learned about the relationship between natural number and whole numbers, and finally we learned about predecessor and successor.